the CDC says fully vaccinated people don't need to wear a mask in most situations, but some people may find it a little hard to let go. Joining us now, Dr. Richard Levack with more. Dr. Levack, good morning.
Good morning, Shelley.
It seems like we have been waiting for this moment for a really long time. And we all probably imagine what this moment would be, that they're going to tell us we don't have to wear masks and we just rip them off. But I can understand that there is some reservation from people after a year of wearing this, that it might not be that easy to take it off.
You are exactly right, Shelley, that people have learned over a year to worry and fret, make sure they have a mask, a spare mask. They've lived with anxiety, they've avoided hugging people, and just to, as you say, rip off the mask, it's too anxiety provoking for many people. It's too scary, and they feel more security by keeping it on.
There's been so much fear, Dr. Levack, and I was just having a conversation with somebody a few days ago talking about last year this time. And do you remember?
Wow.
We would go out even to the restaurant. We were like, not everybody, but a lot of us were cleaning the forks and wiping down the tables because we just didn't know. Fast forward come a year, we're now sitting out at restaurants. We're not really as fearful, but that fear is pretty powerful.
The thing about humans, Shelley, is that there's a saying, right? Once bitten, twice shy, or the burnt child fears the fire. Anytime somebody says to me they're afraid of the water, I always ask, tell me a time that you almost drowned. When something scares us, we stay afraid for a long time. It's just part of avoiding danger. So given that we've had a whole year of anxiety and worry, and parents have told their kids, where's your mask? Put your mask on. Where we've looked at other people with suspicion who are either wearing a mask or not wearing a mask, it's very hard just to give it up. It's just difficult.
There are lots of habits that many people have created over the past year, and I'll share mine with you that we may not be able to break. For me, I don't know if I can get on a plane ever again without a mask. Now knowing all the things that I know about germs, and every time I notice, like if we travel overseas, we come back, somebody gets sick, like every single time. So those might be some things that people will hang on to.
I think that's right. That kind of panic you feel when someone around you starts coughing. Imagine in an airplane, a packed airplane in the summer. Yes, it's going to take a long time before people quit wearing masks. And I think it's just going to take people have to go slowly and get comfortable again.
What are some other habits you think we've picked up over the past year that we will have a hard time breaking in the coming months?
Well, imagine how hard it's been to avoid hugging for the first 6 months when we meet someone. Now it's much more difficult, even though, are you vaccinated? I'm vaccinated. But are you going to hug them? It's still a little difficult. When you're walking along the street, giving people a wide berth, when you walk into a crowded place where people are not wearing masks, boy, that's still pretty difficult to just let go and not feel anxious. And certainly if somebody is sniffling or coughing around you, there's that kind of panic, oh my God, stay away.
What about, Dr. Levack, the handshake that we're all so known for doing? We walk up and we want to say hello to somebody and we put out our hand. Now I see a lot of like the fist bumping, or you stand there with your hands like this saying hello to somebody, like, don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Shelley, that's so funny you said that. We had some people over this weekend who were vaccinated, and he wanted to shake hands, and I gave him an elbow. And it's crazy, but it is human to stay vigilant and to avoid things that we have learned over a year and a half almost of being afraid of. It's just normal human behavior.
Yeah.
So be kind to yourself. Expect to be anxious and go slowly, one step at a time. You can't just rip it off like you said.
Yeah, I love that even you, who has this whole background in psychology, like you get it, and you're still like, doing the elbow bump because it's somewhere. It's been embedded now. It's ingrained here.
Right, right. And hugging people that that you haven't seen in a while. There's that impulse, but to hug, but there's also that impulse, well, let's just wait a little while longer so we're really safe. And that's going to last for a while.
Yeah. As we're entering this new phase now, Dr. Levack, do you have advice on how people can do it and do it in a healthy way? Because we know that there are people who are already very OCD and very clean, and this probably put them over the edge over the past year. But how can you make this shift back to whatever normal is, but do it in a healthy way?
I think you have to do it one step at a time, Shally. I think you take off your mask when you're not in crowded areas. I think you try to take off your masks occasionally when you're walking on the street. And be patient with yourself. Don't push yourself. And be mindful that you are being safe by being overly cautious. But as other people show you that being without a mask is safe, you will eventually get there. And the real critical issue is don't beat yourself up for wanting to wear a mask. A lot of people are saying a mask just makes them feel more comfortable, secure somehow. And the introverts who've liked that kind of anonymity of wearing a mask, some of them are developing anxiety about how do I start relating to people without a mask? I don't like the idea. So it's complicated.
I like the idea of not getting any cold or flu or sick or anything over the past year. So
yeah,
I may keep that one on a little bit longer. Dr.
Right.
Levack, thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Shally.
Right? Like the sniffles and the colds, like it didn't happen at all this year because of this. It was very nice.